I was living in an apartment house above Franklin and Ivar. Things were tough at the moment. I hadn't worked in a studio for a long time. So I sat there grinding out original stories, 2 a week. Only I seemed to have lost my touch. Maybe they weren't original enough. Maybe they were too original. All I know is they didn't sell.
Yeah.
Joseph C. Gillis,
That's right.
we come for the car.
What car?
1946 Plymouth convertible, California license, 40R, 116.
Where are the keys?
Why should I give you the keys?
Because the company's played ball with you long enough. Because you're 3 payments behind. And because we got a court order. Now, come on. The keys.
Why do you want us to jack it up and haul it away?
Relax, Vans. The car isn't here.
Oh, is that so?
I loaned it to a friend of mine. He took it down to Palm Springs.
Oh, had to get away for his health, I suppose. Huh?
If you don't believe me, look in the garage.
Sure. We believe you. Only now we want you to believe us. That car better be back here by noon tomorrow. There's going to be fireworks.
You say the cutest things.
Huh.
Well, I needed about $290. And I needed it real quick or I'd lose my car. It wasn't in Palm Springs. And it wasn't in the garage. I was way ahead of the finance company. I knew they'd be coming around and I wasn't taking any chances. So I kept it across the street in a parking lot behind Rudy's shoeshine parlor. Rudy never asked any questions about your finances. He'd just look at your heels and know the score. I had an original story kicking around Paramount. My agent told me it was dead as a doornail. But I knew a big shot over there who'd always liked me. And the time had come to take a little advantage of it. His name was Sheldrake. He was a smart producer with a set of ulcers to prove it.
All right, Gillis, you've got 5 minutes. What's your story about?
It's about a baseball player, a rookie shortstop that's batting .347.
Uh-huh.
Poor kid was once mixed up in a holdup, but he's trying to go straight.
Uh-huh.
Except there are a bunch of gamblers that won't let him.
So they tell the poor kid he's got to throw the World Series or else, huh?
More or less, except for the end, I got a gimmick that's real good.
Uh-huh. You got a title?
Bases loaded. There's a 40-page outline.
Call Reader's department. Find out what they have on bases loaded.
They're pretty hot about it over at 20th. Except I think Zanuck's all wet. Can you see Ty Power as a shortstop? You got the best man for it right here on this lot, Alan Ladd. Be a good change of pace for Ladd. And there's another thing. It's pretty simple to shoot. Lots of outdoor stuff. I bet you could make the whole thing for under $1 million.
Excuse me.
And there's a great little part for Bill Demarest. One of the trainers, an old-time player who got bean. Goes out of his head sometimes.
Hello, Mr. Sheldrake.
Hello.
On that basis loaded, I covered it with a 2-page synopsis.
Thank you.
But I wouldn't bother.
What's wrong with it?
It's from Hunger.
Nothing for Ladd?
It was just a rehash of something that wasn't very good to begin with.
I'm sure you'll be glad to meet Mr. Gillis. He wrote it. This is Miss Kramer.
The name is Schaefer. Betty Schaefer. Right now, I wish I could crawl in a hole and pull it in after me.
If I could be of any help.
Oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Gillis, but I just didn't think it was any good. I found it flat and trite.
Exactly what kind of material do you recommend? James Joyce? Dostoevsky?
I just think that picture should say a little something.
Oh, one of the message kids. Just a story won't do. You'd have turned down Gone with the Wind.
No, that was me. I said, who wants to see a Civil War picture?
Perhaps the reason I hated Bases Loaded is that I knew your name. I'd always heard that you had some talent.
That was last year. This year I'm trying to earn a living.
So you take plot 27A, make it glossy, make it slick.
Those are dirty words. You sound like a bunch of New York critics. That'll be all, Miss Kramer. Schaefer.
Goodbye, Mr. Gillis.
Next time I'll write you The Naked and the Dead.